Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. When you're servicing your brake fluid on your Harley-Davidson, it is very important to identify what type of brake fluid you have. Now, most master cylinders have identification on them. It's labeled .5, .4, but over age, these kind of wear off or fall off, or maybe you have a custom chrome cover that was put on yours by a previous owner. So it is very important to identify what fluid you have. We have .5 and we have .4. .5 was used 1976 up to about 2004-2005. Silicone-based .5. Okay, it is identified in its pure form when you pour it out of the bottle as a color purple. .5 silicone base kind of repels water, and that's why Harley-Davidson used it. You rode it in rain all the time. You didn't want water in your master cylinder. But the problem is with .5 is that if your motorcycle sits for years, let's say in a garage or whatever, the water settles to the bottom and it will rust your master cylinder or your calipers and stuff like that. So Harley-Davidson decided, hey, we're going to put ABS in our motorcycles. We better change this, and they went to .4. .4 is glycol based. Now, why .4? Well, one of the reasons is .5, when you pump it a lot, it froths. It creates bubbles. Well, you can't have that in an ABS system, all right? And the .4 is being more common in automotive and stuff, so they chose .4. Now, .5 does not hurt paint. .4 does, so be very, very careful when you are pouring .4 in your master cylinder or servicing your brake fluid. Now, .4 is yellow in a brand new bottle. So we want to show what happens if these two mix. You cannot mix the two, okay? That's top of the subject. Cannot mix .5, .4. Silicone, glycol base, they do not mix, and let me show you. If I take a little of the .5 and put it here, and then I take .4 and I put a little bit in. Yeah, you can see it. It's almost like that vinegar and water experiment you used to do when you were in school. It does not mix. And if you don't keep an eye on .5 or .4 and you should mix it, the worst scenario can be it can become a gel and it will not work in your braking system. Your braking system will get less and less until finally your bike won't stop. And then you have to replace everything. Yes, master cylinder, lines, brake calipers, parts inside the caliper. So you cannot mix these two. What I suggest when you're at home, if you have .4 and .5 in your home, is to do this test. Take a tablespoon of yours out of your master cylinder, put it in something that you can identify in, white or possibly a clear jar or something like that, and then add .4 and see. Now, you're going to the store and you're going to buy these to test to see which one. Do not get 5.1. Yes, it has the 5 in it, but 5.1 is glycol based. Will not work with silicone 5. So please, no 4 and 5 together or 5.1. Have to keep those separate. Now you go, Doc, I don't want to go to the auto parts store and purchase both of these and do this little test. Well, invite a friend over with a late model motorcycle. Okay, and both of your motorcycles are in the garage. Take a tablespoon of yours, put it in something that you can see clearly, and then take a tablespoon of his and put it in 2 separate spoons. We don't want to mix this, okay? Put it in and see what yours does. Does it mix? Now, if you open up your master cylinder and you see yellow, that can be silicone 5 because silicone 5 kind of turns yellowish or clear when it gets old. So looking by color, yes, that works with brand new, but with a lot of age on your motorcycle. Another fact about .4, it absorbs water, all right? It keeps the water out of the system. It absorbs it. So you need to change your .4 brake fluid at least every 2 years. You'll know it. Your brakes will get a little bit more spongier, not working quite right. Change it on a regular basis. You'll be amazed what the difference is with brand new .4 in your .4 system. I hope this little demonstration helps you identify what brake fluid you have in your Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.